Oh, look, we're late again. Yeah, I'm gonna. I still need to get ready for work, so I'm gonna go by this game's timing. So when it's half time in this game, I'll be going to take a shower, just so you know. So we'll be watching the whole Adelaide GWS game. But yeah, still to set the stream up, believe it or not. Geelong have the first goal of the game. That's my alarm. I don't know what I'm doing. And Mr. Cat, sorry, Mr. Cat actually commented as first. I tried to go in order of comments. I failed, and there's only 2 comments. How have I done that? Again. I should be good in a second. So as I said, when it's half time in this game, I'm off to take a shower, get ready for work. So I will miss parts of the Giants Adelaide game. Port streak has ended. I am fully aware. It looks stupid now, yes, but in fairness to me, I didn't see them losing to Carlton. All right, who saw them losing to Carlton? Maybe some people did, but I'm just like, what? What? I'm gonna put my camera on charge, recording videos too as well. Still, perfect time to do it. Another goal. Cats have started well. You told me no good from them could do well. Yeah, of course, but still, to beat the team that's won 13 in a row, that surprised me. I was like, no chance. Of course, I was like, no chance. The most informed team in the league against one of the most up and down teams in the league. Yes, they won games recently, but winnable games. Like they won 2 games against Gold Coast and 3 games: Gold Coast, Hawthorn, and Freo. None of them are on the level of poor Adelaide. So like I think that's yeah. I don't think saying Carlton had no chance was like a silly thing to say at the time. Imagine Carlton beat Collingwood on Friday night. Imagine the scenes. Oh yeah, that's in a few rounds' time. Carlton got West Coast next as well. Interesting. They'll win that. see Gold Coast beat St Kilda. You said it wouldn't happen, Mr. Cat. Typical against the Pies. Bold prediction. They did just beat Port Adelaide, so... I was kind of hoping Port Adelaide's streak would also last until Collingwood, but it won't. I fully expected Geelong win here, but I'm hoping it's at least a bit close. I see the new stand is coming together a bit. Unless they haven't started and then just looked at the blue and white seats and I thought, hey, they definitely haven't started. Behind Geelong. Fixture end of the Gabba line. They're not playing the Gabba though, that's the thing. It can't end there because they won't play there. Excuse me. Now we know Port are beatable. They are beatable. They lost like 3 times this season, right? What do you mean? They're always going to get a loss at some point. I said 2 weeks ago Port overdue a loss, and I think that was before the Essendon game. I said Port overdue a loss. Some Port Adelaide fan commented, he was so annoyed at me. He just like, people have been saying this for rounds. I'm just like, I don't reply to him. I'm just like, relax. No win streak goes on that long. Well, unless you're Geelong in 2008 or Essendon in 2000. Wow, both of the teams are playing now. What a coincidence. Hello, Ethan. How you doing? I think my tipping is going horribly. Like, absolutely horribly. I got 3. 3 out of 5. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Wait. Yeah, 3 out. Yeah, I got. Yeah, okay. So I only just got Melbourne. Only just. And I got Collingwood Gold Coast. I did think it was worse. Jeremy Cameron behind. Was instead of Port lose to a bad team. Yeah, that was a good call. That was a good call. That one. I said it would lose. They would lose it to the Crows. But out to you, mate. You were acting like Gold Coast couldn't beat St Kilda. Let's not let's relax, mate. Go Geelong. One of the 4 teams I didn't watch live when I came to Australia last year. So I want Geelong and Adelaide to both make it. And somehow play each other. I have no faith in Freo. And West Coast won't make it. Those are the 4 teams I haven't watched yet. In person. When did the Tasmanian team join? Well, what year is that? Didn't I tip North against GWS? Yeah, I like taking risks. What do you mean? There was one round this season where I got 300 dogs in the same round, so you know. Plus, when did the Giants even play North Melbourne? Like, when we need to know context. Okay, I'll give you that. But I wanted to take a risk, I'm pretty sure. It was Blundstone, yeah, that's why. I looked at Blundstone, I probably thought, yeah, they could do it in Tasmania. But still, I stand by that they won 4 of the first 12 games. They only beat Hawthorn because Hawthorn couldn't play football properly. And they did lose to West Coast. So I don't think them losing to North Melbourne at the time would have been a bad prediction. Another goal, Geelong. Essendon got to be careful. The Swans will tell you. Geelong beating you could ruin you. Melbourne could tell you as well, actually. We can tell you too. We Hawthorn can tell you. we have the first Essendon points. Best AFL Final Series. That's a good question. Let me look at the ladder. Interesting. Yours would be Collingwood, Melbourne, Port v Brisbane, Dogs v Essendon, Adelaide v GWS. I wish it was possible. It could be possible, but I would switch over Brisbane and Port, so Brisbane play at the Gabba, but I'd have Brisbane, Port Adelaide, and Collingwood, Melbourne. That's for sure. Could be anything for the next ones. Another goal for Geelong. I'll go Geelong Essendon at the MCG. I mean, obviously it's going to be MCG. And St Kilda Western Bulldogs. There you go. I'm sticking with the current 8. I can see Adelaide slipping it. But I think everyone else will just miss out. I completely forgot about the other game. I completely forgot. I even missed a goal. Where's this goal that I missed? Okay, I've seen the goal from Adelaide. Dog Essendon seems a bit better. To me, I feel like we'll get closer games if it was Saints Dogs and Essendon Cats. Giants have just got a goal. What are you talking about, mate? You said Geelong would smash Essendon. What you said is literally happening. Why are you angry? Hawkins, not quite. It's behind. Good kick though. Oh, there's a score review for this. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's behind. No, you didn't. You literally said Geelong would embarrass them. So look, I've got video evidence. Look at this. Okay. I'll take it. Another goal for Geelong. Jeez. Oh my god, I was talking to you and my I was talking to you and my mic was off. Oh my mic. Oh, that's a bit awkward. You got to turn the mic on for each different when you switch to different thing. Oh well. I was showing the screen recording. Now you said it multiple times. I only got that one. Calm down, champ. To honor the English, I gotta correct you. It's that one. It's you are. I used to do stupid idiots videos on this. Goal for Adelaide. Did I get fired for being late? Well, I wasn't late. I caught the train. I got there and I got there like a minute before arrival, and then it got delayed 1 minute. So. When you said humbled and batty, you do not mean score 7 goals in the. Well, that's what's happened. Do I still think Essendon are still the 5th best side? Because I think this is GMHPA advantage. So that's all I will say. Definitely feel like the game's basically over. I mean, they're safe for another quarter, at least, but like they just need one more good quarter and they're good. think by the third quarter, though, the game will be dusted. Semi have it. What, they got smashed by Geelong at the MCG, did they? That's not getting. They scored 104 points. That wasn't a smashing. Plus, Geelong were on a win streak at the time as well. They won 3 in a row before that game. We can use the same logic as Carlton. Carlton won 3 in a row before beating Ports. It's the exact same thing, actually. Well, there's quarter time. Yeah. Geelong are doing the job. It's the first quarter. It's also Geelong at the GMHBA. They're going to hit more points than this. For Essendon to get 46 unanswered points, that would take probably 3 very good quarters at this ground. This was Brisbane v Geelong in that Milton Grass comeback. Yeah, and at least where was that game? Yeah, it was at the Gabba, yeah. I'm not saying they came back because they're at home. They came back because they were incredible, but like, it's even harder for Essendon than it would have been for Brisbane, I reckon. No, actually, no. Brisbane was harder because it was a half time, but still. That was 2013. Yeah, it's been a while since then, hasn't it? I think Adelaide GWS is where the real is where my eyes should be mostly. That's the competitive game. Let me take a look at Adelaide's fixtures. Essendon came back from 69 points against North Melbourne. What year was this though? Realistically, how many teams actually win at this ground? GWS have won here like 3 times because they know how to play at GMHBA. Melbourne have won there. Apart from that, most teams don't win there. So to be 46 points down at that ground, it's a tall order just to like get that 46 points back. Yeah, they can get 46 points, sure, but Geelong will get more goals. Essendon, 1900s. I'm not sure that's the best parameter because I don't know how good North Melbourne were in the 1900s. They could have been the best team of all time. I don't know. That felt a little too easy from Toby Green. Good play, good goal, but Adelaide seemed to just let him score. If the Giants do make the finals, Toby Green is going to be the main reason they do it. Not the only reason, but the main reason. Freo won last year. I think they won a premiership around the time. Oh yeah, Freo did win last year. I was gonna say like Melbourne came back from 44 points down round 23, 2021. I've actually forgotten that game. What game's that? I should remember that. Oh yeah, against Geelong, yeah. But I did say like apart from the Giants and Melbourne, not many teams win that. So I did say Melbourne in fairness. I forgot the Melbourne comeback. Yeah, I did. Sound the full. Giants looking better than Adelaide at the moment. Um, they could have been further ahead than what they are. Another miss. The Giants not extending their lead. Freo's won in 2013. So again, 10 years ago. But okay. It is an example. It's a valid example. Good day to the kingdom of Davidoff. Go you Hawks. I reckon we can win tomorrow, but it could go either way. Another miss. Don't know if anyone's watching the Giants game, but they are on top of Adelaide. They're all over them. But they missed 3 shots in a row. Two of those behinds went out on the full, all in the last few minutes. All of them should have been goals. Next week is Gold Coast with GWS and Manuka. I reckon the Giants win that. If they win this as well, not bad. Not bad at all. Nine straight losses at Manuka for GWS. Yeah, true. But Gold Coast are very up and down. They're also Gold Coast lost 8 in a row to St Kilda, so losing streaks can end just as much as winning streaks. Adelaide behind. Gold Coast beat the Dogs and Cats and Richmond, and also almost beat Melbourne, didn't, but almost. Hello Thomas, how you doing? Henry misses. Could have made it a bit worse. Yep, all good here, Thomas, all good. Adelaide level. That's what the Giants will have to live with after missing those chances. Myers behind. Geelong knocking on the door once again. Collingwood only need 3 wins out of 6 to get top 2. What a great position to be in. When do I think Essendon kick their first goal? This quarter, at the end, after siren. I say this, they're about to get a goal. Yes! Look, listen, I said this quarter. I said this quarter. You can ignore the second part. I said this quarter. was going to say 20-minute marks of the second quarter, but you're just typing as you go. Here comes Geelong again. Luckily for Essendon, they lose out a little bit. Hello VD, how you doing? How am I doing? I'm doing good, bro. Yeah, just having a good time watching the games. How are you? Adelaide have kick after the siren. First quarter, obviously. Your predictions for both games: Adelaide 72, 74 GWS. Geelong 139-76. Hawkins mark. Crows get a goal. It's quarter time there. Probably a guaranteed Hawkins goal, yeah. Enjoy my night. It's actually my morning here. It's 11:13 a.m. and I'm off to work after this. We're looking at a thriller and embarrassment here. Yeah. Clearly the thrillers at GWS. What a thrilling game this is. Just kicked my foot on top of a pedal. It hurts a little bit. Go Essendon. Yes? No? Free kick Geelong. Unless Essendon get about 4 goals in this quarter, I think Geelong will be safe. Like, they'll still be ahead by the end of the third. It's like I said, they still got one more good quarter. You looking forward to next week, Mr. Cap? Not only have we got the top two clash, we've also got the Dogs v the Dons. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out basically who wins our argument. Who's better? Set up quite well as well, equal points. Who have the Saints got next week? Saints got North Melbourne, so you'd think Saints would win. Giants have already won more games this season than last. That's a big improvement. Here come Geelong again. Come on, Essendon. Got a bit better there. Essendon pressure's a bit better. But they need to get some goals, make it count. Hawkins mark. Let's see if this goes in. Yeah, they have started on those seats, haven't they? Because I don't think it was blue and white before the gym HBA. Behind from Hawkins. Yeah, Geelong have basically got a quarter in the bank. I think that's the right term to use. But I mean, like, Essendon could have a better third quarter, and Geelong will still be ahead. If Geelong keep the sort of margin, then it's over 3/4 time, isn't it? The damage was done in the first. Especially when you consider, like, Geelong only scored 10 points in this quarter, which is nothing. It's just one goal. You're probably watching AFL. You booked up Kaio with Adelaide for GWS, SM with Geelong on the TV, and you're on the stream. Meanwhile, I got my live pass. I'm watching 2 games and the chat and the ladder. And making sure the stream's all right. Yeah, the stream's all good. That's good to know. I did think Essendon would be, like yeah. I said the game was over, and yeah, I do think it is over. But I thought it'd be a little bit better than 1 goal and a half. A lot better than that, actually. Like I could see them getting smashed. It's just that 1 goal, two, and it's almost half time, and Geelong have got a goal now. It's just like, ah. This is fourth versus eighth. You wouldn't think that the fourth place team is Essendon out of context. Problem is, you need to charge. You need to charge? What, you a rhino? What do you mean you need to charge? Charge what? You mean like your phone? You watching the stream on your phone? I'm confused. You have 4 TVs. Oh, that's cool. I only have 2. I don't even use one of them. Charge a laptop. I see. I do this because you want to do all 3 on with the TV. Interesting. Whatever works, works. I feel like Geelong not even that dominant, they're just sucking goal kicking, Essendon doing terrible. That is the second quarter. Geelong are not playing that well in the second quarter. Yeah, they're doing this and that, but they're not dominating. And Essendon are just doing terrible. They just got a goal though. But it's still 49 points. Like that is no. Like again, Geelong are safe in for a quarter. They just need one more good quarter. They need to do better for 1 quarter. That's it, and it's good. Then I want to try and summarize these 5 games in one little short. I'm definitely gonna fail at that. Hot take: the second quarter is the least important because how you start and finish is important, and the third quarter is the comeback. Yeah, I can get behind that. Yeah, first quarter and last quarter are very important, obviously, and the third quarter is known as the Premiership quarter. So, and there's a reason for that. So yeah, I can get behind that. Yeah, I agree. What have Adelaide been doing? I'm not looked at their game in a while, but they've only scored 1 point since then. Just got a goal though, as I look. from Hawkins. Misses. 50 points. Well, there was one point where the Giants were all over Adelaide and missed a few shots, and now look, they are regretting those missed opportunities. If Adelaide win, it's a pretty decent win against a team just outside the 8 knocking on the door. Also, Adelaide themselves outside the 8 as well, that has to be said, but yeah. The point is, feels like a playoff, you know. And if they win this, coupled with poor Adelaide losing the streak, that's a very nice weekend for the Crows. Let's restart you during the game. Oh, you got windows up there, have you? I had that recently. They're always very annoying. Always happen at the worst times. Essendon get another goal. .44 points. Who was it that did that famous 44-point comeback? It's not Miracle on Grass, because that's 52. That's where there was a team that came in 44 points down. Well, I need to get ready for work. Tex Walker. Missed. Simon's going to go on the bounce, basically. There we go. I do need to get ready for work, as much as I'd like to, because last week I had no work to go to, so it's like I could relax and watch through everything. But yeah, it's just that I should have followed the Adelaide Giants halftime and not. I mean, I could still follow that, but I won't. I'll stick with what I'm doing. But yeah, we'll see you for the second half. Hopefully, I'm not late for Geelong Essendon, and I'll probably miss a bit of drama for Adelaide. But yeah, it is what it is. I'll be back. All right, 16:25 left in the third quarter, so just a little bit late, about 5 minutes late, almost 5 minutes late. Oh, my headphone's not turned on. What's going on? It's not turned off. Oh, the video is muted. $50 points is unassailable. Another goal, Geelong. I told you guys it was over. The first quarter set the tone. The damage was done. Geelong were bound to get more points, and there you go. I think I'll have a video what more than 1 million views. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think so. No. I'd have to make something that would get a million, like something completely new that I haven't done before. Well, alright, let me check my highest viewed videos on my 4 channels. So let's start at this channel, the main channel. I'm curious to know what my highest viewed is. I haven't checked this in a little while. Still really, obviously, 141k. Okay. I got 2 videos above 100k. Still a long way off a million. Second channel, Davidoff Films. Highest viewed video, 24k. Yeah, a bit off 100. Personal channel, Sir Davidoff. 16k. And that was an unboxing of a steering wheel. That's actually not too bad. Second is 9k. So my first ever rugby game. And then the fourth channel, probably not a lot. 3k. Oh, it's only got like 20 subs. And it's just a 7-second short of a game installing. That's funny. What about 500k? Even that is unrealistic right now. You should never watch that video watch 9 more times. I'm not sure about that one, Chief. Hello, Mason. Oh, goodbye, Mason. No, I think he's annoyed because Port lost. Before round 18, Essendon v Bulldogs odds were 1.9, 1.94. Interesting. Dons have a fourth goal. Way. GWS is obviously the haunted house for anyone that goes there. Apart from GWS Giants. They won there like 3 times, right? Brisbane v Geelong next week. Yeah, we mentioned it yesterday. Excuse me. Second half about to get underway in Adelaide. Geelong could actually win the game. Yeah, it's at the Gabba still. No one's won at the Gabba this year, so it's unlikely. Why is the game in the afternoon? It's a valid question, especially when you consider that Fremantle Sydney is a night game on Saturday. Who decided that? It's a Freo Sydney's more prime time than Brisbane Geelong. That's really funny. Just so you know, next week the stream's going to be called Port Adelaide v Collingwood. It's not going to be called Port Adelaide v Collingwood and Fremantle Sydney. Will Geelong get grand final? No, I doubt it. Another miss for the Giants. They're racking up these missed shots. It's beyond sad that we can never watch the Hawks live because they don't have a night game. Yeah, the struggles of supporting a bad team. And yet Freo v Sydney gets a night game. You see, that's rubbish. That. Well, next two games 4:10, 4:45. I mean, what's today? What time's today's game? Tomorrow's game? Yeah, 4:10, 4:10, 4:45, 4:10 a.m. As if I'm gonna get up for any of those. We got 7:35 against Collingwood in round 21. Just before my birthday that round. 4:10 Western Bulldogs. One game after 4 a.m. so far. 6:20 Melbourne. Yeah, 6:20 a.m. Okay, that's a little bit better, but still not good. And round 24 is not confirmed, but Hawthorn Fremantle's not going to be at prime time, is it? The Dogs are the reason why the Dons have a night game. No. It's the other way around, mate. Another goal. 56. I said the game was over in the first quarter. I was right. Essendon should worship the dogs. Essendon going to beat you, mate. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm going to be watching Essendon beat the Western Bulldogs. It's going to be Friday. It's going to be a Friday night thriller. All right, dogs by 20. Across the face for the Giants, no score, ball in play. Hawkins mark. Just be betting on anything. What are you betting on? Toby Green. It's a goal. If this Essendon, they're playing it with Jim HBA, mate. They'll turn up next week. You literally just lost to Sydney. Let's take that into consideration. If Sony primetime game because the A4 knows the definition of importance. No. You just get lucky. I haven't shared out the stream yet. I probably should get on that. It's a bit late. Sydney's trying to making you look good. Okay, mate. Yeah, relax yourself a little bit. What just happened? Okay. Takes so long to bloody share a link these days. Go. Go Giants. 3 points. Go for Geelong again. 69 points. Way. A lot of people want the Giants to win. I think it's probably the preferred scenario actually for the teams above them. Because the Giants would still not be in the 8. They would be on level though. They'd be out in percentage. Opportunity for Adelaide though. Go Adelaide. I looked to the left, I see Jeremy Cameron just just completely missed the goal. And I looked to the right, Adelaide get a goal. The Dogs can jump to 5th, they beat Essendon. But will they beat Essendon? That's the question. They will not! I will be there. Three-quarter time. I mean, I said it would be over by three-quarter time, and it is. I said in the first quarter the game was done. Because even though 46 points can be done in 3 quarters, to do that unanswered against Geelong away was not going to happen. Geelong were always going to add to their tally. So, yeah. They're playing at the GMHBA against Geelong, mates. That's the point. It's like Gold Coast got smashed by the top two. They still beat St Kilda. It's not like getting smashed means it suddenly means doom and gloom. Not everybody is Sydney. The biggest comeback 69 by Essendon. No, they were going to lose this game regardless, mates. This is a redundant game. Okay. Dogs didn't get smashed. You still lost twice to Geelong, where you couldn't compete in either game. So it's not like you did some, you had a thrilling game. All right. Did you even play the GMHB? No, you didn't. I thought you did. You always need to take the lead. Well, it's not looking good at the moment. The Crows have responded well to that margin deficit. Look, listen, how much did Sydney lose to Geelong by? And you lost to Sydney, so let's just... I think that alone shows. That it's not set in stone. If Freo connects... But Freo unpredictable. Freo beat Melbourne this year. Do you reckon the Dogs are better than Melbourne? Like... At least we're not losing to a team that lost to Carlton. What are you talking about, mate? Freo suck now. Yeah, they're unpredictable though. They win games they shouldn't win. And Melbourne wasn't that long ago either. Freo have been doing that for years. They always win games they shouldn't win. Seven rounds ago. Was it? And Melbourne just beat Brisbane. Yeah, by a point. It was very close. Some teams that compete with Geelong and GWS, most teams lose there. The Giants are the only team who pulled off regular wins there. Crows did well. Yeah, did the Crows win? That's the point. No one wins there except the Giants, and obviously Melbourne. Would GWS win in Essendon and beat them? Yeah, because GWS know how to play the GMHBA. The dimensions suit them. They were going to lose this game. That was obviously going to happen. Just because they're doing this doesn't mean they can't beat the Bulldogs. We're talking about a team that competed all the way. They were equal with Collingwood and Port Adelaide on more than one occasion. And then the Dogs, who also cannot compete with those teams, yeah, you're acting like you're going to beat them for sure. When in reality, they're more likely to win. There's a difference. Yeah, there's a clear difference. Essendon have been able to compete with those teams. When you lose by a few points, essentially you've been as good as the team you're playing, except they've just got the edge, slight edge. So I'm saying Geelong on a different level. I didn't say that. I'm saying Geelong at the GMHBA are very good. Not many teams win there. And even less teams win there consecutively. This home ground advantage is really good for them. I wasn't talking about Geelong in general as a whole. I'm talking about specifically at this ground. Adelaide couldn't compete with Collingwood twice in a season for 4 quarters. Yeah. I didn't mention. I didn't say Adelaide were better than the Bulldogs because they're not. And also, weren't Adelaide the ones that lost to Collingwood by a point? Yeah. Well, that was mainly Adelaide's fault. They were not in the game in the last quarter. Yeah, but I'm talking about the performance specifically. I'm talking about losing here. It was going to happen. I said Adelaide are better than the Bulldogs. No, I didn't. I said if I could have a. I said if I could. Yeah, I said switch the Bulldogs to Adelaide. Yes, I didn't say Adelaide were better. I just looked at the Dogs in those big games and I thought, hey, maybe it might be a bit more fun to have Adelaide in there. That wasn't me saying the Crows are better. Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is, what I'm saying is, just because a team loses at the GMHBA, no matter the margin, that doesn't mean they cannot beat I'm trying to excuse. I'm not excusing the performance. I know the performance is awful, but I'm saying they can beat the Western Bulldogs. This performance doesn't mean they can't win that game. Looking forward to the next round. It's going to be fire. Remember the guy NBA? Yeah, I remember him. Where's he been? Wasn't here today. To be fair, normally he just says hi and just goes away again. And then he makes another account and says, "This is my cousin." Don't know if anyone remembers that. That's not... The margin ain't the point here, mates. The margin is not the point. I am saying, just because they lose at a ground where most teams lose, most teams in the ladder lose here. Most of the 18 teams, when they come here, they lose. Right? I'm saying, losing there does not mean you cannot beat the Western Bulldogs. GWS was not be as good as you've seen in the highlights. No, they have been good. They've just missed a lot of chances, basically, especially early in the game. In the first period, first quarter, they were the better team, but they just couldn't shoot. They could shoot, just not on target. If Dogs have Essendon's number, this ain't a guaranteed win. Yeah, in fairness, it's not a guaranteed win for either team. But I'm saying the Dons can beat the Dogs. The Dogs could win, sure. If the Dogs win, I'll hold my hands up. Fair enough. But I'm saying, even though Essendon are getting embarrassed here, they've not been in the game at all. Yes, I know, it's really bad, it's only 1 point. But I'm saying, just because they lost here at the GMHBA, which almost everyone loses, that doesn't mean they cannot win the other game. Like, yeah, losing like this could be bad for their confidence. Yeah, that could be a factor, but ultimately they can still win next week. SMH, yeah. I'd be shaking my head too if I was a Giants fan. It was it was a lot of misses. The Dogs can beat anyone. You can if you can do it for 4 quarters. Yeah. I mean, I saw it against Geelong. Against Geelong, you were very good for 3 quarters. If your goal kicking was better, yeah, sure. That was a funny bounce. If it was just 2 or 3 quarters, the Dogs would be first with 0 losses. Yeah, if it was just what was it, the 16-minute quarters they did? What if it was just that? That would have been interesting. Hello, Sean. How you doing? It's 3 quarter time in the Adelaide. I mean, you'll see it on the screen. I'm good, Sean. How are you? I didn't see the second bit of that comment. Okay, another one. Nice 6 points be the final margin. Yeah, it could be. on score. There you go. Last quarter starts in Adelaide. The only thing that's ugly is the GWS is down when I thought to beat this team not so long ago. These games got to be fixed. To be fair, the Adelaide Crows are pretty good at home. They're a good home team. They've got a chance of making the finals, and it's basically all of their home form. They've only won like 2 away games, and one of those was at home as well. So technically, they've won 1 away game essentially, and yet they're above the Giants. They're not easy to beat here, but they can be beaten. But the Giants just, forgot how to kick. But it's only 16 points. It's not a big margin. So the Giants can still win. Prediction final score 134-38. Essendon are calling it the MCG final rounds, need to toughen up. They only just lost to Collingwood when they played them, so, And as Carlton have just shown, anything can happen. GWS came in 31 points last time they met. Well, it could happen. If they can just fix their goal kicking, it could happen again. You reckon there'll be 5 more goals in 8 minutes? It's doable. It's possible, but I feel like the game slowed down quite a lot. Someone want to explain to you how Essendon, Chelsea has Collingwood 2 years in a row. It's not like you do well against Collingwood. What's going on? Didn't choke us out. Yeah, well, you didn't choke, but you couldn't do it for 4 quarters. So it's a different type of loss. Giants out in the full. Another shot missed. It's an opportunity for the Giants. Like, the game is there for the taking. They can do it. But they can't kick straight. They could have been ahead by now. They could have been ahead for the whole game. Toby Green. It's in. It's straight in. There we go. Now they could. I said earlier, if the Giants make the 8, Toby Green will be the main reason. He gets them back in it, just like that. can hate Cody all you want. Yeah, he is a great player. He's fantastic. It's like set up for nothing. I mean, if they score 2 goals, they're ahead. So there's plenty of time to get those 2 goals. Brilliant goal from Jeremy. The cherry on the top of the icing on the cake. Behind for the Giants. What was that kick, bro? Is that on the full? Kelly. It's a goal. 3 points. It's game on. No, I'm watching the wrong game. Bloody. The Adelaide game is so much better. Goal for Essendon. What's up with these 1 points? Basically, there's 4 posts. Kick it in between the middle 2 posts is 6 points. That's a goal. kick it in between the two left or the two right, it's 1 point behind. And if you hit if you hit one of the middle posts, it's a point. And if you hit the outside post, then there's no points. Mark, no. Crows almost. Stengel goal. Geelong again. Hello Charlie, how you doing? I agree with the commentators there when they said Toby should have a free kick there. He should have. I know he didn't take the mark, but you thought this was CFL when you was betting to watch a game like this morning. No offense, Hawthorn is such a forgettable team. 2021-2022 since they're doing the same thing, not improve or better. Like this Hawthorn side is so forgettable. That's fair. That's fair. We've not really been that relevant in. We've been in that that area where we're not getting the spoon, but we're also not pushing the 8. So we're just in that area where we're not doing anything. Who am I going for? I mean, my team is Hawthorn, so in terms of these games, obviously I prefer Essendon, but they're getting smashed. But I don't like either team anyway, because they're both rivals with Hawthorn. Adelaide I like more than GWS, so I kind of want Adelaide to win. But GWS they've been better the whole game. The fact that they're not ahead is actually quite crazy. The biggest Hawthorn story this year has been that investigation. Beating St Kilda was fun though. How much time left for Crows GWS? The clock says 11:20. Have everyone switch my team? Nah, I always stick with the team I choose. Like sometimes I might pick a team in another league and watch them, but in terms of like the same sort of league, I stick with the same team. Do the Giants have ball? They do, and they are ahead. They deserve to be ahead as well. They have been better the whole game. It's just that they haven't been shooting properly. Everything else they've been getting right. They just haven't. They've been missing a lot of their shots. But yeah, they got the lead. Am I Indian? No, Sri Lankan. My parents are Sri Lankan. They moved to England escaping a civil war, and I was born in London about 5 years after that in '95. been to Sri Lanka once for 2 weeks. Actually, had a really bad time, but that's only because of certain things I ate. Do I do cricket live streams? I don't even like cricket. When the Cricket World Cup is on, I check who's winning. And if it's the Ashes, I check who's winning, but that's about it. Whenever I've tried to watch it, I watch a few overs and I get bored. The Geelong game is over, so now I can fully just listen to the Crows game. And I can full screen it as well. That's definitely going to help me. Live ladder, Adelaide slipped down to 11th. Had a great start to the season, but, you know, they've not played well enough this game. So, you know. Do I like King Curly? I don't know, mates. I don't even like cricket, so like, I don't know if I can name any cricket players that play right now that like, oh yeah, I like them. I remember when I used to try and watch it like years ago when I get bored after a few overs. When I tried to watch it, I quite liked Malinga, but I liked this mainly because like he had that crazy hair, but he was a good bowler. But yeah, I tried to get into it, I just couldn't. If GWS win, Dogs stay in the 8. Just over there 7 for 8. Who wins? I think the Giants win. The Giants deserve to win. Adelaide just did been second best. And when you consider their home form is what's got them to their position, it's not a good sign for them. King Curly or who? Badshah Bab. What's that? Who? Badshah Baba. I assume that's how you pronounce it. Bro, do you have ears? I've said like 4 times in night cricket. You think I know that? I know. I've heard of Kohli. Like I think he's the guy with the moustache, right? That doesn't narrow it down. I don't know who that Baba guy is. So like, I'm the wrong person to ask, mate. I probably know more golf players than cricket players. I don't like golf either. This is a great win for GWS. Beating the Crows away, it's great for them. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and they've been better. It's not like they're luckily winning. They've been better, GWS. They win this, I'll have a lot more confidence in them in making the 8. Still doesn't mean I think they'll definitely do it, but this is a big win. It shows they can compete. I know Shane Warne is. Yes, yeah, I do. I do know Shane Warne actually. If you ask me what he plays as, I couldn't tell you. But yeah, I know Flintoff, but that's because like I mainly know him from a game show, League of Their Own, which is like a British sports-related game show. That he was like a regular person. I don't watch it anymore. I don't know if they still do it, but they had like 10 seasons. So I always knew it's the cricket player I know most is Flintoff, but that's only because he was on a game show that I watched, not because of what he actually did in his career. If they beat the Dogs at Essendon, that would be even better. Uh, Wait, if they beat the Dogs, isn't that your team, bro? That's friendly fire. What's going on? You think you know it's going to be Essendon at Giants Stadium? Yeah, that's doable. That's doable. Bulldogs. I think Bulldogs will beat the Giants at Mars. I know they're beating the Crows here, but they won't beat the Dogs. Did I ever mention I'm not a fan of Adelaide's home kit? I've always preferred their away kits. Always. The Giants kits, however, the Giants kit looks brilliant. I'd be very confident with that. What do you mean? You won't lose to the Giants at Mars. I refuse to believe that. Here they come. Mark it. I was going to say, why don't you shoot, but it might work. There we go. You see how silent the stadium is? They have silenced the Crows here. They might have enough, just considering how the Crows are playing. This might be all they need. Looks like painted rubbish wins. I remember when I first watched AFL, I thought that was like a German flag or something. You don't think Bulldogs will be close? I don't think it will. I was on TV that game. I was in row 1. Bulldogs and GWS have a bit of rivalry. But I think Dogs will win now. Big defensive mark there. Saving themselves, the Giants. Rankin hits the post. The Giants won't beat Port Adelaide. You're dreaming there, mate. I know Carlton just beat them, but it won't happen. Although, that could put Brisbane in second, so then again I wouldn't hate it as much. You would need more than just that loss, but yeah. I'd love to see Brisbane lie in second. Please make it happen. If only they won yesterday. If only. Oh, but you've been down at them all season. Okay, but until the last month they weren't doing very good. But now they have been doing better. Yeah, sure. But we're talking about a top 2 team here. It's completely different. It's a whole new level to Adelaide, even though Adelaide have been very good this year. This will be a big win though. Big win, big confidence boost. Adelaide need 2 goals in 3 minutes 40. Can't see it happening, especially the Giants' pressure. Absolutely against the bottom 3 13 times, but what? $3.15 left, but there will be Crows messed up an attack. Unbelievable. Why would you do that? 2 Crows players go for the mark at the same time, and obviously neither of them gets it. You gotta communicate there, boys. That was the opportunity there to get back in the game. The Giants have won. Adelaide are choking these last few minutes. The Crows kick 1, yeah, but they got to kick it like now. That double mark opportunity, like, one of you's got to leave it. There's an easy mark there. No deliberate there. It would have been fun if it was. Excuse me, that was a sneeze. Three binds and a goal, what, in 1 minute 39? I don't think so. That would take a lot of choking from the Giants, and it's not going to happen. They've looked very composed, and they got possession back now. The Crows have looked hopeless, my word. I can't believe we lost to both of these teams by a few points. But there's a mark for the Giants. About to get the cherry on the top of the icing on the cake. There you go. There is the win. Thanks everyone for watching. Mr. Cat, Mars, Thomas, VV, Ethan, Rachi. I hope I pronounced that right. I don't think I did. 69. I don't even know he was here. Mason. Who else? There's more people. I just can't see the names. Charlie. Slayers. Sugadeep. I think I mentioned Ethan. 14 seconds left. Fair play to the Giants. Very good today. That's their best win of the season, I think. 100%. So yeah, that was fun. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.